Good morning, everybody. Mike Vacchi, Princetontrader.com, here with your Thursday market webcast. Okay, so the high of the moment, 33.37.5. It's backed off nicely in Globex. I had just got done tweeting that the futures were testing the hourly mid-band from underneath. So basically this move here, and we talked about the bears had to defend, and this is a potential higher low. Well, they're rejecting off of the hourly mid-band right now, which had us get right back in. We were short from 29.30 area yesterday afternoon into Globex. We had covered that, but with the resistance here, I went ahead and I put it back on, and no sooner did I put it back on than it kind of fell out of bed a little bit to 14. We didn't get it until the 17s. I didn't really want. I don't like doing anticipatory trades at all, and I really don't like doing them in the couple hours before the market opens. That's just me with regard to pre-regular session Globex. For me, pre-regular session Globex is an inside joke that we don't have the punchline to. That's that may just be me, but there are plenty of other hours in the day to do well. Now, this is the exception to the rule when it comes into an area like the hourly mid-band, when you have a couple looks at 21 over the course of the last couple of hours, the first one around 6 a.m. Eastern, the second one just after 7 a.m. Eastern, you say to yourself, okay, well, there is a discernible risk marker, and in that situation, we'll put that setup out. So we'll see what happens, if they want to keep going down or if they're just moving everybody in and out, and we'll end up getting stopped out. Overall, this is probably the bears' best chance to go see weekly pivot, and then a little bit lower the 9-day. You have the all-time high. You have a decently hard break. You have a resistance area in 21, to 23 that is trying to mirror the support area before the breakout. So you have prior support trying to become resistance, and you have a potential higher low versus the Tuesday move, but you do have a lower low here versus here on the hourly chart. And if you can somehow create a new Globex low, I think the reality is, at that point, weekly pivot magnetizes. Do the bears have the juice to convert the weekly pivot? I mean, I have to say no, simply because when have they ever, busted that on the first time through, unless we're literally dropping bombs, at least recently. It'll be very interesting to me if we get the power to head down another 10 handles from right here. It doesn't have to be right now. It could be this morning. Whether, it'll be an invitation to try to bounce it. But I've always told you guys over the years, the key is not the bounce. The key is, how do the bears react to that bounce? Are they going to defend it and do that second lower low and try to do that other leg? Or is it going to go like most of them, where they bounce it, you get a little higher low, and at some point, everybody bails off the side of the bus, and it's off we go. And that's how, that's how V's happen. That's how moves get retraced. You have to assume that the bears continue to be weak hands. And you say, okay, well, what do I do with that information? Well, what you do is, on these shorts, understand that until you see some staying power to the downside, they are trades, okay? You need to take your profits where you find them. It's okay to have runners, but I think, at least for us in the room, we've tried to have the first 2/3 of our trade really take the bulk of our profits. And we let the runner knock around last night. Some people took it off, some people did stop, some people, just let it see what it was going to do with an even stop, just in case we fell out of bed. But we got up this morning and we said, well, 21, 21, 21. Typically that heads up over the top. So we end up taking it off for 10 handles on the runner, and that's fine. Because what you can do is what we did. You can always get back in. You can always ladder in if you can find the right setup with the risk. And that's, look, That's what we do in the room. It's what we do. It's a risk-based approach. It's a fairly conservative approach, and it's an approach that's worked for a lot of people. If you're interested, come check it out. I enjoy teaching it. It's a great room. We got a great group of people in there, and we would love to have you. If you trade this stuff every day, I think you're doing yourself a disservice if you don't at least come and check it out for a month or two. For the open, hourly mid's big, 19.5. 21 is resistance. That's big too. 24, which coincides with the daily pivot there. That's your purple dotted line. If you break Globex low, then weekly pivot becomes the biggest number on the board there, 06.5, and that's going to have to make a decision. You put that together with the 9-day at 04, then you have 04 to 06. That is going to be a real battleground, and it's a place where we could potentially chop for the majority of the day if we get down there. So be careful there. Don't get yourself chewed up. All right. Everybody have a great day. We'll have more stuff out on social. Take care. Trade them well. I'll talk to you soon. Follow us over on Twitter, Instagram, and Snapchat at Princetontrader. Check us out on Facebook and join us for a free trial at www.princetontrader.com. Trade them well.